Hey guys, welcome to the review show. My name's Austin. The Haunting of Bly Manor is a story about this character named Danny, where she comes to this house to where she has to take care of these kids, and she just starts to realize there wasn't really something right about these children in this house. I just like to say at first, this isn't a sequel to The Haunting of Hill House. I think I called it a sequel in my previous review for The Haunting of Hill House. It's not. It's its own story, and it's basically in its own universe. Overall, this season was amazing. I loved every second. There's like one or two episodes I was like, what is happening? What? Like especially episode 5 is where it starts kind of, where its plot starts kicking in, where you are trying to finally, oh, okay, it's this type of story, and like putting the pieces together. Episode 5 at the beginning was very confusing, but when you get to the end of episode 5, it's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. I like it. I just didn't expect that to happen. I don't think this is better than The Haunting of Hill House. I enjoy Haunting of Hill House a little bit more, even though they kind of fall in the same issues when it comes to certain episodes trying to tell like the story. And I don't know, one episode is just very boring. I just don't care about, and the other one's just very confusing. It's just you're trying to comprehend of what's trying to happen. But it's not a bad show. I actually liked it, and I don't know, I guess mild spoiler warning, I guess, but this isn't really like a scary or haunting type of story. It's not really like a horror story. It has the elements of a horror story, but it's more of a love story. And so that's why when I first was starting to watch this out, I was like, this is not going to be well, because there's not a lot of scares happening. It's not like The Haunting of Hill House had a lot of scares. It's just the atmosphere was more built up to be scary. This is more built to be a love story. Casting was amazing. It was kind of weird to get used to their British accent. I don't know what they were trying to do, but just their accent in general was just really weird at first. Children were probably the best part of this show. I mean, like, they did amazing job, and like I didn't really like the little girl's accent at first. It was like it's like splendid. I mean, it's supposed to be funny, at least I think, because I was laughing. But it's just I didn't like it at first, but then, especially when the returning cast members from The Haunting of Hill House as well, is kind of weird, just seeing them suddenly just use a British accent. I don't even know if it was British. I'm just gonna assume it was. But after like the first episode, you kind of get used to it, and next it's like later on in the season, it's like, oh, normal. And next, if you try to go back and watching Hill House, it's like you're trying to get used to them not having British accents. But yeah, so overall the show was great. I actually enjoyed it. It's just one or two episodes I thought was really not really into, especially I think it was episode 8, because episode 8 starts off with it's coming off a cliffhanger of episode 7, so it's like, oh, seriously. I don't really like shows that do that. It's like trying to bring everything together, even though I kind of get the story, but I mean, you added a little bit more to make the ending a little bit make more sense. But I just felt like that episode was put out of place a little bit, just a little bit. I just really like what they did with the ghosts more in this series. They dive a little bit more into the ghosts' like story than like in Haunting Hill House, that the ghosts were just there. I'm going to give The Haunting of Bly Manor a B+. Not a terrible show. It's fantastic. It's a great coming off of The Haunting of Hill House. But let me know what you guys thought of Bly Manor down below. Yeah, anyway, thank you guys very much for watching, and like always, I'll see you guys next review. Bye, guys.